I'm coming to you very vulnerably with the tools that I have. You have everything that you need. Remember that. Today I'm coming with a collective reading. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your time, your attention. I hope that this reading lands for somebody. I'll explain the positions as I go. No more cards are coming out, so we'll cut the deck and we'll draw a card. So, first things first, what's coming out to me is the you. This is the position of you. And in the position of you, you have the Four of Pentacles. You have a king or some type of royalty. I won't say king, but some type of royalty or elite, some type of aristocrat that is holding on to their pentacles very tightly. The pentacles is the suit of material items, material resources, also of the body. But we can see that they're holding on to their resources really tightly. The pentacles on the top always reminds me of mind on my money and money on my mind. And then at his feet, he has firmly planted his feet on his pentacles. So I don't necessarily want to say that it's greed, but I wonder if you're holding on to your resources really tightly at this time. Which isn't a bad thing. We are in an economic recession. We are in a time where prices of groceries, gas, goods are inflated. So maybe it is the best thing to hold onto your resources tightly and at least be able to have a plan for your resources. Energies surrounding this is very interesting that you get two cups. You have the Page of Cups and you have the Seven of Cups. So the energies surrounding you are asking you to dive a little bit deeper into your emotions. What emotional cups can you actually have filled for you at this time? The Page of Cups is a learner, a very youthful energy. And the Page of Cups is asking us to learn how to fill our emotional cups. Actually, maybe even a deeper question is, what are our emotional cups? What are the things that fulfill us? What are the things that are our actual emotional desires? I think this card is so cute because he has a little fish coming up out of the a little fish coming up out of the cup. I think it's so cute. It's almost like he's having a conversation with this fish. The cups represent water energy, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So how very water sign is it for them to be having a conversation? You see the waters behind them are a little turbulent. They're certainly not calm, but he's on dry land. And so I think he is actually going to embark on a journey where eventually he is in the water, but like the King of Cups, learning how to have that emotional maturity and stability within their emotional currents. And this Page of Cups is learning that. Energy surrounding as well as the Seven of Cups. So again, we're still in that water element, that cups and emotional desires elements. And it's suggesting to you that you have a lot of options or opportunities available to you. I think this is in the spirit. It could also be in the physical. Nothing is popping out, which is fine. I'm gonna cut the deck. Knight of Swords at the top. Five of Wands. I was gonna say Wands of Five at the bottom. But definitely you have some emotional opportunities, or just, I won't even say emotional opportunities, I'll just say opportunities and options presented to you in the spirit in general. And it has the this particular energy has the opportunity to take you out of this quagmire, this holding energy. Maybe allowing you to get into a little bit more of not just holding, but also giving. Giving is just as important as receiving. Obviously, this person has received. Ooh, okay. Yeah, definitely an emotional journey that you're going on right now. You have the Lover's card, and no, this is not a love reading, but you do have the Lover's cards. I think this is asking you to marry your emotions with your material resources. How can that happen? I think that the way that we steward our emotional items can bring us to this place of emotional wellness. It can also do the opposite, and if we're not stewarding our material resources well, it can also bring us into emotional turmoil. But this person, there's a word that I'm looking for that is escaping me right now. Not a stooge. What is the word? What is the word for somebody who miserly, or is that more miserable? Somebody who is really frugal, but that's not the word either. There's a word, a noun for a person who is very, very diligent, and I can't get the word, but I'm gonna trust and believe I'm gonna find the word after this reading. But there's a word for somebody who is a very diligent steward of their resources, maybe even leaning to more to the side of frugality and a little bit of greed. And I think the Lovers is asking you to realize that there is a balance. So again, I don't think this is a love reading just because the Lovers came out, but I think this is asking you to get into a balance with more of a balance of like understanding how to steward your resources well, and the relationship between receiving and giving. this last row represents the journey. Also on your journey, you get an emotional cup. So this is a very cups heavy reading. You get this opportunity, this new emotional opportunity. I think once you decide which emotional cup you pick or you decide on, that cup then leads you into a new emotionally fulfilling journey. Ooh, okay, this one did flip. Yep. The Temperance card is also another card of balance. Let's go back to the Lovers card just for a little bit. The Lovers card could, of course it could, in some senses, denote a love reading, the divine masculine, divine feminine. It is also a card of balance where it can be asking you to find the balance of the divine masculine and divine feminine within you. But I think in this particular reading, there is a sense of not only balancing emotions, but balancing and stewarding your material resources well. This card is only then amplified by the Temperance card, which is first and foremost, you have to realize that the Temperance card is that your spiritual guides are here with you. They are guiding you through this process. Additionally, you can see the ultimate balance that this card provides. They have 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land, 2 cups, sharing that water between the 2 cups, but you can't even really tell which direction the water is flowing, right? This guardian angel is asking you through moderation that you can find this enlightened place of balance, which is incredibly important during this time. It gets you out of this this overly tight grip that you have. And I think through loosening your grip doesn't necessarily mean that now you go start overspending, you stop your budgeting, and all. No, that's not what it means at all. Still go through the processes that have got you those financial resources. Still allocate money to your savings. Still, allocate money to your 401k and your retirement plan. Still budget your money. Still spend wisely, right? But it's asking you to find a balance so that you're not so tightly gripped around this. I think this is a beautiful journey card. Oop. It reflipped, but it was the 10 of Swords. Maybe I should have kept it. Those didn't come right face up. Just so you know, if cards jump out, I only take them if they come face up like that. I don't really need all of these cards, but I will take them. I think you have the 4 of Cups, the Hierophant, but I will definitely take this card. This is one of my cards of community. I think it's such a beautiful card. The 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is definitely a card of community, but some type of project is being done. You see one person is holding kind of like the instructions and the script for this. The other person is on top of the bench. Look, I think they're probably doing some type of construction project. Maybe that relates to you, maybe it doesn't. But maybe through finding this balance, you also find yourself in community, whether that is you are entering in some type of project-based community where it might be lucrative for you. It might be lucrative for you. This isn't just a community project for the sake of community projects. I think you're entering into some type of work project. It'd be funny if you're entering into a work project that is construction based. Maybe you're in real estate, who knows? Can you tell me a little bit more about the project? And maybe this reading is complete if nothing comes out. Sorry, I do have a little cold, so I have been sniffling and I am a little stuffed up. But if you can bear with me, I really appreciate it. This is a very interesting read. Very interesting read. Let's do one more. Just regular overhand shuffle. Nothing's coming up. So in that case, we cut, we flip. We don't necessarily enter it into the read, but we do look at it. And this project ends up being victorious, whatever this project is. You might be in the project now. Who knows? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Emperor. So I think this is a very interesting read. Very good read, to say the least. Tell me if any of this lands. And if you are entering into some type of project that requires community, please tell me about the project. I'd be very interested to hear about it. So anyways, that is your reading. Good read. See you in the next one.